Alright, so here's where in my lifetime I get targeted because of these scars on my body for blackmailing, okay? I do. So, Lord Evil, love. So I have had all these scars. So essentially there's theoretically in the dark web, there's a blackmailing world that targets me. I'm fully aware of this. I've dealt with this since I was 18. I'm fully aware of this. The targeting blackmail world. See, this here is Satan Witch that targets blackmailing. Satan Witch herself doesn't want me to blackmail at all. Just like when she told me that she didn't care about being rich. I know that Satan Witch doesn't want me to be blackmailing in this, in the dark web. Everything that Satan Witch has ever said to me is a full education of everything that I would ever care about in my life. See, I know everything about this. And that when Satan Witch says very leasty things, like everybody that Satan Witch ever fucked except for man is a pedophile. Just like Witch didn't want or care about being rich, that's where man refuses to be a pedophile and doesn't care about money. You see the power that Witch has over the wizard. So with this, there's, in this dark web here, there's people that run blackmailing at me. So the whole idea is that I've been this block as a child. I know exactly what that block is in every single fucking way. It's the most vivid fucking memory of the most horrible things that I would ever remember ever in my life. It's the whole reason why I found my witch. It's because of this moment as a child. It literally defines me. See these things I perfected? Nobody could ever theoretically blackmail me in these dark webs. The only dark web that anybody could theoretically blackmail me in is through this one. All these ones aren't allowed to, basically. And that this moment is the one thing that I've defined everything in my life around. It's the most hated thing that I ever hate in the world, ever. Ever. The one thing that I fucking hate the fucking most. And it defines why I found my witch. See, I'm a wizard, and that this moment from my childhood defines everything. Why I found the love of my life. And that happened as a child, and as an adult, I've defined everything in my life around that moment, because I've corrected everything in this. The whole idea is that Satan isn't anything more than 8. 8 blocks. Satanism can't be more than 8 blocks. And then essentially, this is my block, my most hated fucking moment, that everybody that had anything to do with that moment, all I would ever want is for them to die. That then, the many, and then the one person that defines this block is everything that I would want in the world to live. And then that completes my blocks. And that's what changes this to angel. That's what it is. So this is science block. So essentially, in this dark web, these Satanists attempt to blackmail me with a one touch on a little boy. They're like, essentially, it's the diametric to this. See, this block right here is a one touch on a little boy. The one thing that I fucking hate more than everything in the fucking world. Because I was that boy. And then it led to this. It led to this moment. The only missing block could only be filled in by the witch. And that this one block where people made me the one-touch boy forced me through all of this stuff and ended at a moment where I told people I didn't want to do any of that shit, and then people forced me to do the thing that I would fucking hate the fucking most. That's what it is. Right here. Everything in my life is defined around vengeance, around people who made me do this block. Because I'm a wizard. And that people made me go beyond 8. And that a wizard technically doesn't go beyond 8 blocks. And those people forced me to go beyond. And that this is what defines everything about me. My hatred and vengeance about this block right fucking here. Everybody in the fucking world should live in fear about forcing me to do that. That was where they forced me to kill, as a little boy, the perfect witch. She was like from Asia. They forced me to kill her in this block. It's my most hated fucking fuck you to everybody in this world. And that I've literally built my whole fucking world around horrible fucking satanic fucking vengeance. In a horrible fucking fuck you, fucking fucktarded fucking psychotic way to make everybody fucking retarded and fucking dumb for ever making me do that. That's really what it is. You see, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. By the time I was 11, pretty much I hated all of Satanism. And that's literally what it is. I remember these things more vividly than anybody would ever fucking realize. And those fucking people that forced me, see, in this, I guess it would be in this world, the Satan sword, the Asian witch, I trained her to be exactly like me, where she would tell those little girls not to stab the little kid in the chest. And then if they wouldn't listen to her, then they would listen to me. And we trained those kids around me not to stab those little kids around the prairie tree. And then they made me kill that girl. And I'll fucking destroy those fucking people in all fucking ways for the rest of my life for that. Because I built, as a little kid, another little kid that would do the same thing that I would do, which was to prevent people from killing little infants in a satanic ritual. And then they forced me at gunpoint. And then they threatened to kill all my little prairie girls and shit at me. And they held guns to their fucking head. And then they forced me. It's the most conscious fucking fuck you shit that I've ever had in my fucking life. And it literally is what defines me in every way. And then I found Satan Witch. And that Satan Witch, if she ever sees this, she'll want to kill all of you. She'll want to kill all of you. That's what I know. She won't admit it. She'll be neurotically normal. She'll be afraid of people not viewing her as normal or something. But deep down inside, in the introverted way, she'll want to kill all of you just for the wizards. Deep down inside of her psyche, she'll want to slowly giggle in your faces and shit as she slowly kills all of you. That's what I know about her. Just for that. Just for me. She'll want to do that for me more than anything in the world. Because just she knows that the reason I have a most undying love for her is because of this moment. And that will be the most cosmic love to her ever in the fucking world. Where anybody who attempts to threaten my fucking Asian witch, I will fucking fuck your fucking brains up. And then I'll find a bunch of military wizard ghouls that do a bitch move to all of this. And then I'll be like, these people do Islamic terrorism. Here's these military guys. These people do Islamic terrorism. And they're like killing children. Here's these military guys. These people do Islamic terrorism. And then they're doing espionage. Here's these military guys. Here's these people that do Islamic terrorism. And here's how they're torturing people and victims and speakers. And then you all will realize what I build. Just remember, bitch move. Here's many. And who's more important? This little girl was most important. And so's this one. And everybody else doesn't fucking matter. Fuck it, kill them all. That is what that phrase means. So, back to what this. Until you kill all these people, this blackmailing stuff forces at me. And that, in ways, there's like, anytime that I come up to the one kind of blackmailing moment, because I'll always know because I shadow this stuff in a pair of speakers. And then I'm totally not afraid because I do man wizard. I'll walk right up to that blackmailing moment, and that it'll always involve a little boy that essentially represents the similar ideas as me. And then I'll come up to that little boy, and even as a little boy, I used to do this. And then I do man dad, which is to follow my father and what he would do at that moment. He's my example. Follow the wizard. And I do man dad. Instead of molesting a little kid's penis, I tell the little kid at that moment, I do man dad. Tell those dogs what to do. Let's go sliding down that slide. Let's go for a bike ride. What a man dad would do. Let's mow this lawn. Let's prune these roses. And that essentially, like, when it comes to like the more modern world or whatever, I know how to analyze at what is like blackmailing attempt moments that are somewhat made for me. How that I do this because it'll be about a little child around me, and I do this. See that? See that block? Who does the diametric off of that? Satanists do. See, I do wizard. Pure, clean wizard. And that, what do the rest of you do? Satanism. You people are ultimate Satanists. That's the diametric block. So just remember, follow the man. Or all of your blackmails will filter into my blackmail system. And then it's illegal to have that stuff quarantined. And then on darkweb, it goes out everywhere. This is what my profile for this stuff is. That's this profile. Because remember, the dark web, dark equals Satanist theoretics. This is why I explain this stuff to people, because this is what the dark web is. And this one, when people present moments for this type of blackmailing kind of idea, I'll always know. You know, I do man dad. And that's what this is. You either follow the man and acknowledge who the man is and cuck yourself down as a stupid little pedophile. Just acknowledge who the fucking man is there, little LT. Who's the fucking man, bitch? Hey, bitch, who's the fucking man? Look at how I make you hate me. What's your moment? You think acknowledgement matters? Just a little bitch. Just a bitch. Just a bitch. Who's the fucking man? Just scream it. Scream it to your whole little Mormon cult. Who's the man? Who's the fucking man? Man. Man.